Hey guys, Ryan here. It's time to bring you another video in the GSOR. Now, long time no see. I think it's been almost a month since I last uploaded the video, and for that I apologise. And for anyone still hanging around, I very much appreciate you being patient with me. Also, excuse the voice if it sounds a bit different, as well as being quite tired. My nose and throat hurt a bit, so I might have a bit of flu coming on. Now, despite it being a long time since I made a video, I said last time I've got loads of videos just saved up, like replays, so I'm going to throw back the months a little bit and go back to when we still had the big Cold War maps in the game for World War II. As you see, in this one we're on Desville, Tier 10 game, and I'm tuned with Atheno and Luke. I'm not going to talk too much about the GSOR. I've done multiple videos on this tag. A tag a lot of people hate. I quite like it, to be fair, but it's British and people hate it, think it's shit, so it's no surprise I like it. Now, just a couple update things. Not been doing videos just because, if I'm honest, I've just been so tired after work that I just don't have the energy to make videos. But good news on that front. Earlier this week, I had a phone call with the doctor. My feet are still causing me issues. In fact, over time, this is getting worse. We've now moved to the stage where I have now been confirmed they're going to move me on to steroid injections into the heel. So they're going to start with 1 foot first, see how it works. But I will be having steroid injections fairly soon, and hopefully, I'm hoping they'll let me get back to a bit of normality. So rather than just going to work, getting home, getting a shower, eating and sleeping, I can actually go back to like doing my running. I can fucking make more videos. I could just do normal things. Because it's not a fun time at the moment, if I'm honest. So they also know, I do actually have about 6 or 7 PC replays from obviously World of Tanks on PC saved to show you guys, as I hit a nice blind shot there while I was trying to hit the IS-4. Now, the way I recorded these videos isn't the best. I was using the computer saves the replay file automatically whenever you play a game. So I've got the games, but I don't have the post-battle results for them. What I need to do is either download like some sort of software for recording, which would be much better in the long run. But in the meantime, the best way for me to record PC footage is just, if I have a game that I want to show you guys, I need to remember to upload it to the What Replay site, and then from there I think I can access both the video and the post-game results. So all my recordings at the moment are just from what the computer saved, so there's no post-game results screen, so you'll have to bear with me when I do start showing you the PC footage. The first few are not recorded the best, because I'm shit with computers. But anyway, Desville. I didn't like these big maps, which is no surprise. You're probably thinking, considering I like heavy tanks. But I'm in a light tank in this scenario, so it's actually not too bad. Wolf Hunter gets spawned, and I'm assuming he's who I must have blind hit earlier, as I do get a nice shot at him. And the GSOR being the GSOR, this being a tier 10 game, I'm trying to keep my distance. The GSOR again doesn't have very good DPM. In order to get like these games in this tank, you have to maintain your distance and hope for a long game. With the vehicles I've got over there and T100 LT roaming around, I don't want to go over there in case T100 LT just all-ins me, because he will 100% win that fight. Now I've loaded APCR here because the IS-4 is a tough nut to crack, even for the GSOR, which has a pretty nice gun as far as light tanks go. Obviously not including DPM, like the penetration and the accuracy of the GSOR. I've gone over this very many times before. Very good, and I do like the British lights because of that penetration and gun handling combo. If you basically play them a bit like a TD that doesn't have DPM, so again, keep your distance, and if you could get the game to last a bit longer by controlling the distance of the engagement, that's how you get the decent results damage-wise. Of course, these things have really good camo as well, so you can like spot quite well if you know the spot positions. I'm a noob when it comes to light tank scouting, and we've gone over many times before in the past. Like, I am not a scout kind of guy. But basically, we've decided to just leave that flank. I mean, it's an IS-4 and a Wolf 100 over there. There's no point to deal with that, and our teams kind of get wrecked elsewhere. So it's time for me to stop wasting my time over there. Now you see me starting to lead the shot in the STRVK, he's reversing, and then he drives forward. Always sucks when that happens, but especially so when you've got a tank that has this long fucking reload for this low alpha. But again, tier 9 heavy tank, at this distance, with standard rounds, I'm able to reliably pan him, because I'm able to actually hit where I'm aiming. So the ML2, just standard round after standard round, reliable damage. Now again, see me move into position, and as I said, at the moment I'm not really scouting too much for the team. I'm kind of acting like the TD, but who could spot for himself. Moving in, trying to find the next target. I should have mentioned, earlier when I was taking those blind shots, I've gone over this as well. Blind shots in British Lights is a risky venture because you don't carry much ammo, so I perhaps took a few too many blind shots. And now, between the two tanks there, I focus the light tank because obviously if I get rid of enemy light tanks it gives me an advantage. The issue for me is I do get shot because of like slippy rocks. I tried to hide behind him, I just slid down, which wasn't ideal. But thankfully for me, the enemy light tank killed himself, and now I've got into a good position. I can poke out, shoot the ML2, with standard rounds again, duck into cover. So wait till I'm unspotted, the teammates distract him, aim in, fire, back in the cover. Again, just repeat the process. We're quite a few tanks down at the moment, well a few tanks down, and we're slowly pulling this back. Right, ML2's gone, wait till I'm unspotted. And time to move out. Now, something I've noticed, their artillery in this game is going to do very well, indeed. Again, one reason I didn't like these maps, there's very rarely any arty cover in any map, but these big maps were kind of like field days for artillery, if we're honest. T95, artillery tracks him, give me a nice shot into his side, and again, standard round into a T95. Yes, it's his side, but still. Aiming in, see if I can get a second shot, but I have to move because of the artillery. Now, I see, can't remember if it's Luke or Athena, there's an IS-4 back towards base. I was thinking of jumping in on him, but Luke or Athena's going to jump back there. I'm going to stay here and put shots in the T-95. Again, I shoot, I get spotted, back in the cover. T-95 looking at me. Wait till I'm unspotted, jump up. He's looking at me, I don't want to shoot him. But if he turns for our teammate, we've got a nice little bit of a crossfire here, and I set him on fire. He's going to put out the fire. I'm going to shoot him in the same spot again. Double fire. Well, yeah, me and the teammate there had a nice little position where the T-95 could only look at one of us. So, thanks to that teammate, I was able to get quite a few shots at him. And I do appreciate it. Now, Luke or Athena, I don't know which, is in a fight with that IS-4 right now. I'm going to now try and get over there to help. But the thing about British Lights is, they've got reasonable mobility going forward, but they're not the most manoeuvrable. The IS-4 has a lot of hit points, and I'm on APCR because it's the IS-4, so awfully quite a well-armoured vehicle all round. But I'm starting in, Waffle Hunter gets spotted. Terrible shot by me. Aiming in again, hopefully going to be able to get it this time. Thankfully I do. So that's the Waffle 100 now, which makes me feel a lot safer. Now, as I race in here, what's going to happen is Luke, that's who it was, is going to die. And now, I've come all the way over here to fight the IS-4 with Luke, and now Luke's dead. I've suddenly decided I don't want to have a close range brawl with IS-4 in my GSOR. So again, I'm going to try and control the engagement. I'm going to try and like maintain distance. So I'm going to retreat. Try and keep it spotted because I do have artillery here supporting me. Now, as I'm trying to spot me here, I'm thinking to myself, if he comes through that little valley, he's going to be too close to me. So it's not really ideal. I need to reposition myself. So I'm going to try and spot him. We've left the right, which again, the British Lights are not the best at dodging shells because of that lack of maneuverability. And on the enemy team now is just the T-95, who I was shooting earlier. There's a 268 Bird of 5, who I don't think I've actually seen yet. He is spotted on the map right now, but I've not seen him, so I have no idea how many hit points he's on. And I start loading the standard route, because I'm thinking of going after the other TD and leaving the IS-4 near our base. But on this map, let's be honest, the IS-4, if he was intelligent, would cap. So I kind of need to deal with him, and while I've got the artillery, now's the best time. So again, APCR loaded in, jumping up. Unfortunately, I don't pad him, I need to aim my shots a bit better. But the artillery to the rescue, damaging him slowly. Terrible shot by me. The lower plate with IS-4 at that angle wasn't going to be good. Now wait till I'm unspotted. Was trying to go for like the side turret shot there. But all of a sudden against this IS-4, my accuracy's just gone to shit. Get another shot head. Now I know I know one TD's at the other side of the map. I don't know which one. So I do need to be careful that one TD might be coming towards me. See, I keep looking to the left. I'm gonna get another position for the IS-4. Seems to be driving towards the artillery. And right before he gets into a little dip, I managed to finish him off. Now you see, I'm going to wait around this corner just in case the TD's down there and aiming this direction while I'm spotted. So, get unspotted, peek out. And now the move for me is, there's two TDs including T95, which isn't the biggest threat because, you know, he doesn't have a turret, he's very slow. But the 268 Murder 5 scares me. I don't know how many hit points he's got, and he's fast, and he has a turret. So I'm going to join up with the other light tank on my team, which is another British light tank. It's a tier 8 Tech 3 one, the LHMTV. I just thought, safety in numbers. So I'm just going to chase after him right now. If our base starts getting capped, this is where being the light tank is obviously beneficial. Then we'll know where he is, I can control the engagement, and it's all good. So I like what our friendly light tank's doing. He's staying on the outskirts of the map, and I quite like that, because if you want to stay away from the town in the middle, because that gives the enemies a chance to hide around the corner, and you don't notice until it's too late. I've said it many times just this video, and I'll keep saying it. In light tanks, control the engagement, use your view range, use your camo, try and stay in the open as much as possible. And at this moment, it's one of those things where, as our light tank pushes forward, I'm going to go with him. And I'm almost hoping that someone starts capping our base so that we know where they're at. But if I was them, I'd be in the town in the middle or near some kind of cover. I mean, the light tank's only making it towards our base. Now, I can take a shot from the 285 and the T95. Now, the 285 can, I believe, high roll for 971, but that'd be a very lucky one. Or, if he's got high explosive loaded, that wouldn't be good for me. The T95 could one-shot me with a high explosive pan, so that wouldn't be good for me either. And again, trying to just get the spots up. Our light tanks move forward, the LHMTV hasn't spotted anyone, so again, I'm going to move up with them. Trying to stay on the map borders. And what's going to happen is, as I'm trying to avoid the cap circle to move, I've not realised how much time's left on the clock. We're just about to hit 2 minutes left. This has been a very long game. And as we move in, friendly light tank goes into the enemy base, so now they know we're over here anyway, or one of us is. Our artillery's ran away from base, which is good and bad. One, having the artillery is very useful, but two, if he was near base and then he got spotted or died, we'd know where they were. Now when I go to move in for the hunt, someone, quite rightly, well, I turn around and think, I'm going to go camp. Someone pings the base, I've already turned around for the base, and I realise I don't really have enough time to do this, and I don't know how many hit points the 268 version 5's on. I know the T95 are pretty low hit points. Now, I've jumped into the cap circle, there's only like 1 minute 10 seconds left. The LHMTV's jumped in with me, and you will see that it's going to be very close. We only have a few seconds spare compared to us capping the base and the game ending. So if any of us leave this base, or if we get interrupted, it's over. So I'm taking this position because I want to be able to see down both ways. And I believe this is the best place for me to do that. There's not really anywhere for me to hide, like any bushes or out that I could sit behind. Gonna keep the APCR loaded. Don't need it for the 2.5, but it's a bit of a close game. But just in case, you know, T95 rocks up, frontal arm. Better safe than sorry. Now this is one of those moments, I remember this, even though this game was months ago. I was looking at that light tank thinking, why are you moving? Stay still, otherwise they'll see you. Bit of a brain fart moment. Obviously light tanks have the same camo when moving as they do with stationary, but like, you know, I just thought it was quite funny that it was fucking stupid in thinking that. But right, the artillery fires a blind shot, rises about to end, 2.5 gets spotted. I go to try and auto-lock to get one last shot in, but unfortunately it's not to be. And this game is a win. So, a long game is quite strange, but given this map, suppose not too surprising. And in the GSOR, I managed just under 4k damage, like just over 3,800. Enemy artillery did the most damage of both teams. Anytime I do over 3k to GSOR, I feel like I've had a good result. So 3,800 damage, 3 kills, a little bit of assistance, but you know, I'm not really a spotter. First class. The second most damage of both teams if you don't count the artillery. Again, just maintaining my distance, using the nice gun on this, and just slowly racking up the damage. So I will have another video out tomorrow, I can guarantee you that. Hopefully get back to swing things, but I cannot promise anything during the week. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.